Foreigners' Life in Beijing.
外国人的北京生活。
Sunday and Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. here on Radio 774.
每周二、周日晚8点，北京外语广播网络电台。
A lively, light-hearted conversation with foreigners living in China.
有趣老外，有趣事。
Hosted by Beijing radio veteran Jingjing.
And Beijing Playhouse Executive Director Chris Verrill.
Lively conversation with real people living in Beijing.
Join the fun. 每周二、周日晚8点，北京外语广播网络电台一定要听。
Hi, good evening. Welcome to Join My Life in Beijing. And this is Jingjing. Welcome my co-host, Chris Verrill.
It's always good to be here.
You know what? Today, it just feels like we're having a meeting in the room. See how many people we're having here today. I'm not very good at mathematics, but I have to count, you know. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You could have been on Sesame Street. That was a brilliant demonstration. The count would be happy.
So I wanted them to introduce themselves. Why not?
Okay. All right, guys, fire. You know, our show normally is pretty lively and happening, but today maybe it will be calm. Maybe we'll be taught.
Well, that's much better than all silent, you know.
well, we'll have to see how we avoid that as well. Let's start with some introductions. We have Kevin, Yvonne, and John, and we'll start with Kevin. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what brought you to Beijing.
Yep.
Yourself.
Welcome to Beijing 5 years ago from London, originally from Hong Kong. I came here for work, of course, like yourself and many others expat coming to this city.
And your work is what?
Well, I came here to work on MNC, a multinational in here, but then again, I fell in love with it. So now I'm working very much on my own.
All right.
Wow.
Yes.
Cool. Let's have a number 4.
And in case you haven't figured it out, Kevin, Yvonne, John.
Yeah, Kevin, Yvonne, John.
Okay. Hello.
There'll be a quiz later, by the way.
Oh, really? Do we have it? Finally.
Price.
Let's have our lady.
Yes. So this is Yvonne. I'm originally from Hong Kong, but I migrated to Australia. So I've been to lived in Sydney, Hong Kong, and then come to Beijing 8 years ago for work. I'm in the telecommunications industry.
So we have Kevin and Yvonne. They're all from Hong Kong.
Yep.
Let's have a John.
Oh, well, I'm John. I'm from
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Because apparently it's required this
Actually,
evening.
I think it might be because I've lived in Hong Kong for 8 years before I came to Beijing 5 years ago. So before that, I was in London.
Okay.
You came to Beijing 5 years ago. Do you remember the date you arrived in Beijing?
Wow.
The 7th of October.
7th of October,
Oh, that's right.
2005.
Oh, same day then. No, actually, no, I arrived on the 1st, actually. On
Really?
04, no, 06.
This is destiny.
05. 05. Actually, 05. So, no, 5 years this year. Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's because we put these questions in our questionnaire.
To look it up.
It's calling this
It's ingrained in my
when did I
mind.
arrive in China? When was your China anniversary?
April 18th, 2005.
That's wrong.
Darn! Am I close?
Not even.
And when did you arrive in Beijing?
Oh,
It's all right. Plus or minus 360
absolutely
days.
no idea. So we have the meeting today. Everyone, if you are looking into the camera, looking at our website closely enough, you're going to see there's some bowl on our desk. And today, that was something related to today's topic, right? It's brought by...
Yeah, that's right. This is our meditation bell.
I want to take a step back, though. So, before we get into the bowl and the bell bowl, we'll figure out what it's called, really, before I start calling it the bell bowl. And tell us a little bit about what brings the three of you together. I mean, you have sort of different backgrounds. What brings the two of you together and the subject that is of interest to all of you?
Yes. 3 of you come together. Why is that?
You want a real answer? A real answer.
We do want to
answer.
We always want the truth.
Yeah. Or not truth.
Is it the truth?
John, why don't you tell your version of the truth first?
We get 3 different versions. Now this is going to get interesting.
Let's have number 5.
Well, we're all members of the Beijing Rotary Club.
Okay.
And that's where we met.
But in terms of interest in a shared interest, not only that, Rotarying to the good work we do, it's also something called meditation.
Meditation.
Yes.
Not mediation, by the way.
Not mediation, which was my synapses misfiring when I read it months ago. So Yvonne, tell us a little bit about, so the three of you met through Rotary, but this isn't why you're here on today's show. You're here because you're all involved in meditation of some sort. So give those of us like me who are completely ignorant, really, about what meditation is. Anything that Tom and Jerry didn't teach me about meditation, I don't know.
Yeah.
So tell us what I, as a layperson, need to know about meditation.
Me too.
Okay, for meditation,
And you have
actually,
to speak a little bit closer to the microphone.
I think
there are many different types of meditation. And the meditation I practice is called mindfulness practice, actually. And this is actually about a lifestyle. It's not just like, as you could imagine, just sitting there, close your eyes and be silent for a period of time. But the meditation that I practice is called the practice of mindfulness, because as a person having a job and a family and a very busy life, then we are often very dispersed in our thinking. We are always worried about the future, or we regret about the past. But in doing that, a lot of us would miss the only moment that we are alive, which is the present moment. So the practice that I follow is to live in the present moment, truly aware of what is happening here and now. Now, it sounds very simple, but it's actually very difficult, because your mind would run off in different directions all the time.
Well, how long have you three of you been doing this meditation? How long? For how long?
Well, actually, we all three of us do different kind of meditation. I think for me, I'm the youngest. I mean, shortest of it all. I mean, I started actually last October, really, in October 09. That's when I really started in earnest. And Yvonne?
I started in around year 2000.
2000.
Wait. John?
And I've been doing it for more than 20 years.
Wow. Chris.
That doesn't make me any good at it, though.
But just tell you how old John is.
Doing it since he was
20
1 year
years.
old.
So you must
Absolutely.
So you must have started the whole thing in London, right?
Actually, before I went to... I'm from the south coast of England, and I went to London about 20-something years ago. So actually, I've been doing it probably 25 or nearly 30 years, meditation. Why? Well, actually, it started on a train trip. I've always...
As things are wont to do.
Yeah. I was visiting I was living in London, and I happened to sort of go down to the country to visit my parents. And my sister's best friend was coming back to London, so we shared the train journey. And she had just finished a book called Mind Magic by Betty Shine, and it's all about psychic healing. And I said, well, what's that? She said, oh, it's fantastic, you should read it. And you just sort of meditate, and then you sort of practice this psychic healing, and you make people better. And I said, well, how does that work? And she said, show me your hand. And she looked at my hand, she said, you're a healer. I said, are you crazy? Who's this crazy woman? A friend of my sister's. And anyway, she said, you've got to buy this book and read it. So I did, and it changed my life.